guys, it's Nicole here, and today I'm going to be doing episode 2 of my back to school series of ChelleChocolate. Okay, so I want to apologize because I know it has been 2 weeks since my last back to school series episode. I am sorry. Anyways, I just started school on Tuesday. So yeah, I'm going to be doing school tips, as I said last time. And yeah, these are going to be mostly middle school and high school tips. So I'm sorry if you're in elementary school, but it has been a long time since I've been in elementary school. It's been 3 years. So yeah, I'm going to mostly be giving middle school and high school tips because elementary school is so easy. You don't have anything to worry about. So, you know, yeah. I'm not saying that you should be scared for high school or middle school. I'm just saying that elementary school has it easy, guys. Easy. So yeah, you only need tips in reality for middle school and high school, and most of my viewers, not all, but most of my viewers are either in middle school or high school. So this will be most helpful. Let's get started. Tip number 1 is to use your locker. Pretty much, your locker is provided for you, and it is a very helpful thing to have. And just use your locker. Use your locker. It is very useful. Instead of carrying your backpack everywhere and not having to carry so much, it is just so convenient. Just use your locker. The combination is not hard. It's not hard to open a locker. Just use it. Tip number 2 is just don't be an idiot. Please. Just because you're older now doesn't mean you should be more immature. In fact, it's supposed to be the other way around. Just listen to the teacher. Just do what you're supposed to do. Don't mess around. Don't be that dumbo person always trying to act all dumb and whatever and annoying everyone. And just cooperate. Participate. It would make school so much easier than sitting there being an idiot, getting suspended, getting in trouble, just being an idiot. I cannot express this enough. 3 is a tip that pretty much anyone gives out when they make a tip video, and that is to do your homework. Now, I'm not going to be like most people and tell you to do your homework right away as soon as you get home, because I don't even do that. I'm just going to tell you do it when you can that day because you might be busy or you might just want to relax for a little bit. Me personally, I wait until after dinner around 6 o'clock and then I do it. Just give yourself plenty of time to do it. Think about how much homework you have and how much time it's going to take up, and then plan out when you're going to do it. As long as you do it, and as long as you turn it in on time, which is the other part I was going to say. If you turn it in on time, that's going to give you good grades, and that is going to give you a better college education possibly, and also that teacher's going to think good of you and know how responsible you are and how mature you are, and that is what you want to have. Tip number 4 is something that I personally hate to do, but it helps me out in most situations, and that is to take notes in class. This is mostly for high school, but you do have to take notes in middle school as well, just not as much. I've only been to school 4 days now, and I've already taken lots of notes. But taking notes, it depends on the teacher, so don't quote me on this, but some teachers actually let you use your notes on tests and things like that. And even if it's not that, your notes can help you in multiple ways. It will help you study for a test if you're not able to use those notes on a test, and it will just help you remember these things, and it keeps you organized. So as much as I hate taking notes, I do it because it's what I'm supposed to be doing. And especially if the teacher expresses how much it's important to take notes, then you should probably be taking notes. Tip number 5 is kind of 2 tips in 1. Know where your classes are, so kind of map them out when you go to orientation. So go to orientation as well, so that's 3. Go to orientation, map out your classes so you know where they are, and manage your time well. I highly suggest not stopping by your locker or something and talking to your friends in between transition time. In other words, time where you go from class to class, because your school might be really packed and you might not be able to get to that class on time if you're sitting in the hallway talking to your friends. So I highly suggest not talking to your friends during transition time. Just go from class to class. Do not stop. Just go. That leads into tip number 6, which is don't be late or absent to class. Now, this applies more to high school. Obviously, in any other grade, you should not be late or absent unless it's an emergency. But this is extra important in high school. It's important for middle school and elementary school as well, but it's extra important for high school. If you're absent, you're going to miss a lot of work. You're going to have to come back the next day or the day after that or something. You're just going to miss a lot of work. You're going to miss that lesson that was taught that day. You're gonna have to get notes from someone, and you're just gonna have to get some homework done, extra homework that day. It's just gonna be so much work. Is it really worth being absent? Like, if you were just a little bit sick, maybe a cold, you're gonna say, oh man, was it worth staying home just for this little cold, and now I have to make up all this work? Probably not. Only be absent if it was a family emergency or if you were super sick and you know you couldn't come to school. And if you are absent, make sure your parent calls in the school, because otherwise it's going to be an unexcused absence, and that leads to bad things. And one of my teachers actually doesn't let us make up work if it was an unexcused absence. And being tardy is just not good, because you're going to be known as that tardy person that's late every single day. And also, 3 tardies is a referral, and a referral can ruin your college reputation even in your freshman year. And just don't be tardy, because you might miss something, and everyone's going to stare at you when you first walk in. Tip number 7, even though it's super hard, try your best to pay attention to the lesson and pay attention to what your teacher's saying. I know it's really hard. School is super boring. This subject might be super boring, and you'd rather stare out the window and stare into space. And maybe you want to sit there and daydream about the person you like coming up to you and asking you out. But it is super important that you pay attention to the teacher, because you might miss something really important. And that is another reason that taking notes is good, because it will keep you concentrated and paying attention to the teacher. But just pay attention, because they might be teaching something super important and you might be able to use it in a test, and you're going to want to remember the stuff that they're teaching, and paying attention is just a good idea, even if it's super hard, and even if you hate this teacher or you hate this subject or just you hate school in general. Number 8 is don't pay attention to being popular or in some kind of category that you would like to be in. Just stick with the category that you're in, the clique as they call it. Just stay in your little spot. Be who you are. Don't change who you are. Don't even try. Just, popularity isn't a big deal. Just forget it. Don't worry about it, and just don't change yourself. Just be who you are and stay that way, because that's who people want you to be, and people don't really want you to change, and being popular doesn't matter. 9 is kind of like some of the other ones I've already said, but use your class time really well. Let's say that you guys get your homework in class and the teacher says you won't have homework if you use your time well. Then that's probably not a good time to turn around and talk to your friend about your day. This would be a good time to work on that homework, because then you might not have homework. A lot of teachers do this, and if you use your time well, then you won't have homework for that subject that day, which is always awesome. So just use your class time well. And 10 is to stay organized. Basically with everything in school. Keep your backpack organized. Your binder is really important to stay organized. Your locker, just your time. Just organize everything in school. Make sure everything's organized. Schoolwork is easy to find, and just everything is just easy and good. Staying organized will just keep you in really good shape, and it's always a good idea to stay organized. And when the teacher says, pull out your homework, you don't have to sit there like, oh my gosh, my binder's a mess, how am I supposed to find this? If you're organized, you could just pull it right out, which is what I do. I'm a very organized person. And the last tip, tip 11, is to join some kind of a club or sport that you're really interested in. Whether that's like band, choir, drama, chess club, soccer, softball, basketball, something like that. You're going to be surrounded by people who enjoy the same thing as you. You might meet some new friends, and you're going to look forward to some point of the day. Like, for example, I look forward to drama, and I just love drama, and I'm surrounded by people who love drama and who like the same thing as me, and we all get to be goofballs together, so I don't look like an idiot. It's the one class where I get to, just be enthusiastic, and I don't get to be shy, which I love. And so yeah, There are multiple different reasons to do that, so just join something that you love and just get involved. Okay guys, so that was my 11 tips of school video. Sorry this is so long. I am sorry guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed it and that maybe you got some use out of it, and I hope that you guys have a great school year. And I'll see you guys in my 3rd episode of a Back to School series, which has already been filmed. I am thinking that I'm going to upload it either on Thursday, or I might even upload it on Saturday next week. But it is filmed and ready to be uploaded. So, yeah. It might even be uploaded on Tuesday or something. I don't really know. Because it's just sitting there using up space. So, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, add favorites if you enjoyed it. Read the description below and check out the updating links below. I'll see you guys in my next video. And peace. And I love you. And bye guys! Have a great school year, and I hope that you get use of these tips.